Big changes are coming to Alabama. Your grocery bill could be going down. There's a new leader at City Hall, and a popular park just got a healthy makeover.
High rain chances continue across East Alabama all the way through the weekend and into next week. We'll have the complete 7-day forecast coming up. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards. Alabamians will see a slight reduction in their grocery bills this fall. That's thanks to a new law passed this week by the state legislature. Lawmakers have agreed to cut the state sales tax on food items from 3% to 2% starting on September 1st. State officials say the move should save taxpayers about $122 million per year. It's the second time in 2 years that the legislature has reduced the food tax by 1%, and lawmakers have said their eventual goal is to eliminate all state taxes on groceries. The bill passed the Alabama House of Representatives in March, and final approval was given by the Alabama Senate, which voted unanimously for the change on Tuesday. The tax reduction now goes to Governor Kay Ivey for her signature. Prior to 2023, Alabama was one of only a handful of states that charged its full sales tax on groceries. Some states do not tax food products, and others have reduced rates. The new state law does not have any effect on federal or municipal taxes charged at the grocery store. Anniston Mayor Sierra Smith was officially sworn into office Tuesday night, becoming the youngest mayor in the city's history and the first person of color to hold the job. She is also only the second woman to serve as Anniston's mayor. A 2017 graduate of Anniston High School, Mayor Smith began her journey in public service when she was just 16 years old and worked in the city's finance department. She received her college degree from Spelman College and has earned national recognition, including a Forbes 30 Under 30 fellowship and work with the U.S. House of Representatives and the Congressional Black Caucus Institute. She was elected to the City Council in 2020 and was then chosen as vice mayor by her fellow council members. She became mayor last Friday when former Mayor Jack Draper tendered his resignation from the post. She will serve out his term of office, which ends this fall, and she's already declared her candidacy for the mayor's office in the summer's municipal elections. When we return, a local park is revitalized to benefit hospital patients and the healthcare workers who take care of them.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite.
Welcome to Buster Miles Kia in Anniston, where we're dedicated to serving you with honesty and care. Whether you're shopping for a new or used car or need service, we're here to make it easy and stress-free. Visit us today at Buster Miles Kia, where great cars and family values come together. Buster Miles Kia, your trusted hometown dealership.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Metal Buildings, custom metal buildings built right here in Anniston.
A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held this morning for the new RMC Foundation Community Park next to the hospital at the corner of Keith Avenue and 8th Street. Formerly known as Tyler Park, the facility is behind the hospital's outpatient parking lot and features a recreational area and fitness trail. RMC President Keith Parrott says the idea of the park came from the hospital's mission of providing healing to its patients and encouraging better health in the community it serves.
You know, how do we help people live healthier lives, to exercise more, to choose better nutrition and diets? How do we work with entities like the United Way and St. Michael's Clinic to help people live healthier lives? And I think this is a very symbolic example of that, of getting outside the hospital walls and coming out and exercising our bodies, enjoying the creation that God created for us. And so I'm just thankful for the foundation and Legina and her leadership, thankful for Lewis and the vision to create a place like this, and we're excited at RMC to be able to extend this to the community and our patients and our families and our employees. So.
Tyler Park once housed a city swimming pool and later was transformed into tennis courts. The land was donated to the hospital by the Anniston city government, and money to construct pavilions, pave a walking track, and provide landscaping came from the RMC Foundation. Executive Director Legina Fillingem said the park will be particularly helpful for the doctors and nurses who work at RMC because of the pressures they are under each day.
You're not just a nurse or a tech or somebody like that. You're their family, you're their friend. Sometimes you're the only person that that patient sees. And so it does get stressful and it's emotional, and to be able to walk outside for 15 minutes, huge.
Foundation board member Ellen Bass, who cut the ribbon to officially open the park, said it was the result of a coordinated effort by many groups and individuals, and it will serve the entire community for years to come. An Oxford-based anti-drug program is getting to take its message to the big city. We'll have those details when we return.
From CARE's Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We're available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARE's DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
The Agency for Substance Abuse Prevention, which started in Oxford and has expanded its efforts in several areas, will hold one of its sessions in New York City later this year. ASAP officials have announced their faith-based program will be offered to community leaders who want to become more prepared in the fight against substance misuse. The details of the event were outlined by Tawana Young, the faith-based specialist recruiter for ASAP.
We are excited to announce that ASAP is coming to the Big Apple. That's right, we are coming to the Big Apple on Friday, June 27th, 2025. ASAP will be hosting a free, yes, you heard it, a free faith-based support specialist training.
Young says the goal of the faith-based program is to give religious leaders the tools they need to combat addiction and other drug-related problems in their communities.
Since our inception, ASAP has been able to certify over 400 faith leaders within the state of Alabama, and we have trained faith leaders in cities such as Kent, Washington, New Orleans, Louisiana, and most recently, Nashville, Tennessee.
And Young said all of the programs have the same goal: to equip, empower, and elevate a movement of hope and healing. Well, we thought the day today was gonna be a washout, but it actually turned out to be a beautiful spring day. John Holder's standing by in the Pool Doctor Weather Center with the forecast to tell us what we can expect. John?
Katie, indeed, it was dreary this morning. Some sunshine later on in the day, but we've got that dreariness coming back, if you will. We've got the complete forecast for all of East Alabama next.
This spring and summer, get it done right with Oxford Lumber, your hometown partner for projects big or small. From refreshing your garden to upgrading your outdoor space, we've got everything you need. Check out our full garden center and gear up on our Stihl showroom, chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, and more. Ready to grill? We've got Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone to fire up the fun. Since 1985, Oxford Lumber has been built on tradition and focused on you. Visit us today at any of our 5 locations: Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln. Oxford Lumber, where you're treated like family. EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below. This segment of EAN Local Weather is brought to you by Pool Doctor Custom Pools in Jacksonville. Personal, professional, quality.
Here's the EAN weather cam on the road in Jacksonville today. This is the Safety Complex Park. This is right behind the Walmart in Jacksonville. Looking back over behind the public safety building there in Jacksonville. Beautiful spot there right off George Douthat Drive in Jacksonville. And you can see that mix of clouds and sunshine today. We had a lot of clouds this morning, sunshine in the middle of the day. The clouds working themselves back in later on this afternoon. Temperatures today about 77 for the high, a little bit below the average, a little bit above average for the low this morning at 59 degrees, a couple of degrees above our average of 57. Coming up tonight across East Alabama, we're going to dry out a little bit. We've got a few showers in the forecast. Not a big deal with that overnight tonight, about a 1 in 3 chance of a shower. The low tonight at 60. Most of the evening hours, we will be in the 70s all across East Alabama. Coming up tomorrow, we're going to warm up. We're lowering the rain chances down to about 40%, 67 by 9 a.m. tomorrow, 77 by lunchtime with a passing shower. But look at this. We're back in the 80s by tomorrow afternoon. By 3 o'clock, we'll be at 82 degrees. And again, the chance of rainfall in any one location tomorrow is about 2 in 5. Here's your 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. A lot of raindrops there, but these days will not feature an all-day rain. A 40% chance of rain tomorrow, a 60% chance of rain on Friday. Again, the weekend, a 60% chance of rain on both Saturday and for Mother's Day on Sunday. High temperatures will be in the 70s, nighttime lows upper 50s to around 60 degrees. Unfortunately, we are going to continue with the wet weather into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Again, high rain chances, 60 to 70% here, 76, 77 degrees, something like that. And the nighttime lows will be in the 60s. Again, we'll see the drying out coming up at about a week. About next Wednesday, we'll be back in the low 80s and maybe some 90s on the horizon coming up in about 8 or 9 days across East Alabama. Well, as we continue here in the Pool Doctor Weather Center, we're going to tell you about hurricane preparedness coming up. This is Hurricane Preparedness Week, not only here in Alabama, but across the country. What we want to talk about today is using caution after the storms. This is not only true for the inland hurricanes and tropical storms that we may have here in East Alabama, but also for any type of severe storms we may have or any kind of tornado activity we could have. This applies to all of that. If you're evacuated, only return home when it's directed to be safe to do so. Remain vigilant. Even after the storms have passed, even after a hurricane or a tornado passes, there can be heat, there can be down power lines, floodwaters, things like that. Again, you want to make sure you're cleaning up safely. Look out for those trees and power lines. Again, check on your neighbors. Then only use generators outdoors. This is important. And do that at least 20 feet away from your home. And then prepare for the likelihood that help and communications may not be available. We're so used to having those cell phones with us and being connected, but a lot of times cell towers are down, things like that. So be prepared that not only is your power going to be out, but you may also have loss of other utilities and you may have loss of cell phone service as well. So be prepared for that in the aftermath of any storms. We'll continue talking about hurricane preparedness here as we move through the rest of the week here on EAN Local News.
At Pool Doctor Custom Pools in Jacksonville, we believe a great pool is where the best memories are made. Family cookouts, sunny afternoons, kids laughing and splashing, it all starts with a pool that's clean, clear, and ready for fun. That's where we come in. From trusted Pentair products to the cutting-edge BeatBot cleaners, plus top quality chemicals and fun accessories, we've got everything you need to keep your pool perfect. Visit Pool Doctor today, where pool care meets family care.
Thanks for that update, John, and thank you at home for watching us today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Thursday for your news on your schedule.